Hi beautiful, welcome back to my channel. It is currently 9:18 p.m. I don't know, I feel like I wanted to do an eye look today and I figured I might as well film it. I just got done filming my eye herb haul, so it's going to be up soon. But for today's video, I am going to play with the Naked palette from Urban Decay. So this is the Naked Honey. I did a first impression on this one, and ever since then I've only used it on that one time, so I really wanted to try out and do a makeup look using this eyeshadow palette. I've already applied my full face of makeup except for the eyes. Obviously I've already set my eyes with the translucent powder, but I think I am going to just quickly dust a little bit of flyby, which is this one right here from the palette, and pop that on my lids just to add a little bit of brightness. So what are you guys up to? It's long weekend in Wellington at the moment because on Monday it's Wellington anniversary. Unfortunately I have work, so I can't really have a long weekend, but other than that it's fine. You know, weekend shifts are not the best, but it's kind of good as well because it's not that busy. So it kind of makes up for it as well. So I am going to pick up this shade called Keeper, which is that one right here. I honestly quite like this eyeshadow palette. I know that when it first came out, a lot of people had mixed reviews with this eyeshadow palette, but if I were to choose my everyday palette, I would probably pick this eyeshadow palette, mainly because you have a lot of matte neutral shades, like different shades of browns, and you could create multiple looks with just the matte shades. I used to own the Naked 2 eyeshadow palette. I love that eyeshadow palette, and I actually have hit pan on maybe like 4 or 5 shades because it's quite cool tone. The only problem I have with that eyeshadow palette is that there's not a lot of matte eyeshadow. I think there's only 3. Base shade, you have the black, and then the transition shade, which I mean for everyday it's great, but if you want to have variety, you don't really get a lot. The shimmers, however, are great, but it's just something that I don't really go for, because for day to day I like a good transition shade on my lids, and I could easily just use a highlighter to apply it. It's a good everyday eyeshadow palette. It's not intimidating, and I love a good gold eyeshadow palette. I think Colourpop has a palette that is somewhat a dupe for this, so I'm going to go and use maybe I'll use this shade, and that's called Hive, and I am going to apply that on the outer portions, and then I'm going to apply that on the inner part as well. I want it to be a little bit darker, so I think I'm gonna have to go with Sting. I'm going to go and use the shade Sting, and I will do the same, apply that on the outer corner and the inner part of my eye, and kind of connect that on the crease area. So I'll do a mixture of packing and blending. I haven't really been active on Instagram, mainly because I'm kind of lost on what to share and upload, and also work picked up real quick, so I wasn't able to have time to really like dedicate my day to put out content and whatnot. I've been feeling a little bit down, really, creative wise. I don't know what is good and not good. That's why I haven't been really active on sharing stuff. So I'm going to go back to Keeper, which is this one right here. So if you guys have any suggestions, help a sister out, that would be really nice. And I'm going to go back to Sting to just apply that all over my lower lash line. And a little bit of Keeper. So I recently uploaded a few vlogs and I feel like that seemed to interest a few people. So I think I am going to incorporate a little bit of vlogs here and there, just not all the time because I don't want to vlog bits and pieces of my life entirely. I just want to vlog something that I really am excited to share with you. So I am going to pick up this shade Honey, which is a nice green gold. Try and pick it up with a brush and pop that on the center. So I'm going to use my finger to intensify that because I want that to be seen from outer space. And then I will pick up the brush we used to put Sting just to blend the edges. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to pick up Honey again and pop that in the middle part as well to tie in the top and the bottom lid. For the inner corner highlight, I am going to go and use maybe Golden, which is this one right here. This one has got more of a coppery undertone as opposed to it being green. And I'm going to mix a little bit of Flyby on top. And then I'll pick up a little bit of Sting. And here is my eye makeup look. It's very easy. I was hoping to chat a little bit more, but I did not because I don't really know what to talk about. But yeah, just let me know if you want to see any other tutorial. And recently I have been into like more of a plant-based slash clean beauty. I've just placed an order from Mecca Cosmetica or Mecca Maxima for a few vegan makeup products. I do have a lot of cruelty-free makeup, but not all of them are vegan, so this time I wanted to try a vegan plant-based makeup and see how that performs. This is pretty much my makeup look. As you guys know, I don't really like to put false lashes because I have not found a false lashes that mimics my lashes. I do have the XO Beauty in Girl Next Door. I quite like that, but that is a little bit longer and a little bit like too much for my liking. But if I am going out or if I am going to rock like a full-on smoky eye, I would probably use that. But for makeup looks like this, I much prefer my natural lashes and a good mascara. I revisited this Naked Honey eyeshadow palette. Honestly, I love the look that I came up with. I can definitely see myself, I think, dipping into this eyeshadow palette more, mainly because the colors are very unique, even though if you look at it, it's just like a brown neutral palette with a yellow undertone. It's quite unique, especially the shade called Keeper. It has a very yellow undertone to it, which is a lot different than most of my eyeshadow palettes that has that kind of brown shade. I also love this three different types of gold right here. So you have a darker gold, which has a lot more of like a brown undertone. You also have this gold right here, which has green undertone, and you also have this other gold right here, which is golden, which has more of like that brownie sun-kissed type of gold. And you also have amber, which is like a good copper. And seriously, that shade all over the lid on a very simple makeup is really good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this random, what would you call this, get ready with me, play with me. Oh no, that sounded so wrong. I guess playing with makeup. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more updates. I am looking into like reliving the old school YouTube type of format, so please stay tuned for that, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.